my name is Rebecca. You're watching Rebecca's channel. Just want to point out, yes, I know I have a bright pink finger. Just to point that out before somebody mentions it in the comments. You can kind of guess why. Today we are gonna be talking about Shin. Shin is the next boy for the history of diabolical lovers, so that is who we're gonna be talking about today. But before we get into the video, please subscribe to the channel. I post on a Wednesday, a Friday and a Sunday. If you like anime stuff, fashion stuff, or just a bit of bonkers random stuff, then why not subscribe to the channel? Also, please go follow me on my Instagram. If you want to see more about me and what I get up to outside of filming, then you should go follow me on my Instagram. Leave it down below. But before I get started, please go make sure to give love and support to the Diabolical Lover Wiki fandom, because that is where all my information comes for these videos. I will leave their link down below, so you should go and check them out if you want to know more about this character or any other boys that I have talked about in this series. So I'll leave it down there below for you all. Okay, so let's talk about the history of Shin. So Shin was born on April the 27th. Obviously we don't know what year he was born because sadly he isn't real and he's an anime character, so sadly we don't know what year he was born in. He is also 17 years old and his race is a first blood vampire, so that means he's a big bad boy, isn't he? Does that mean because he's a first blood vampire, does that mean it also talks about him being a werewolf? I guess we'll find out in his history very soon. Okay, so let's go into Shin's personality. Shin has a high pride of being a founder. With this, he sadly looks down upon other bloodlines, but he also hates other races and also hates vampires themselves. Shin is also a very sadistic character, again like most of the boys in this series. He looks down upon everyone aside from his brother. Shin also enjoys pranking and torturing Yui, as like most of the other boys in this franchise. His normal speech is very polite, but when he loses his temper, his words usually turn violent and harmful. As Shin has a lot of pride for himself, he likes to think that he is stronger than anyone else. He respects his older brother as the current king, but doesn't plan to always live in his shadow and waits for the moment to become the alpha instead. Okay, so that was a little bit of his personality. So now we're gonna go and talk about his history. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite interested to see what his history was about. Alongside his brother Carla, Shin is one of the two last remaining members of the founder's bloodline. Shin grew up more or less in his big brother's shadow, who he always loved and admired as a person, who is always the first in everything, but also stronger and faster, smarter, and loved and admired by their people. However, Shin, who is their father's favorite, sometimes feels sorry for his brother when he sees him get mistreated by their father. Shin gets easily praised by his father, but seeks his brother's acknowledgement. Usually Carla, lost in his own thoughts and worries, trying to balance the kingdom and prevent his father to do more harm to the race than good, but doesn't pay enough attention to his younger brother, which makes Shin think that he isn't worthy enough for his brother's acknowledgement. Okay, so this is where the story now kind of really gets interesting. So Shin actually decides to run away from the castle where he was living with Carla and his father. The castle that he's running away from is called the Castle of the First Blood. So that basically is implying that they were the first blood vampires, I'm guessing. He then travels to a new land to face off the people that are in that land. He wants to kill this bloodline that is in this land, so he actually starts to attack them and kill them off. So it gets more confusing now. So basically, he's going to this nearby kingdom to get basically revenge and kill them all because he's trying to get attention from the king. And basically what happens is they seem to have like a bit of a war, and I think Carlo's like trying to stop the war. It's so confusing. So if you want to read it up, I definitely recommend reading it up because I'm trying to explain this here and I'm struggling with it, so bear with me. So basically it seems like they're having a war, like a full-on war between the First Bloods and this other town that he went to. And because of this actually made Carl and Shin's father get very mad, and I mean mad. After this is all happening, Shin's killed people in that village and so on. He tries to get forgiveness to the king and apologize for his actions, but sadly the king is not accepting his wishes. He's not going with them. He's not agreeing to anything that he is saying. And after all this happened, the war between them, the two kingdoms, we find out this last bit. The only other thing for which Shin never forgives Carla is for killing their father, and on top of it, using a dirty trick to weaken him by poisoning him with the infective knife. Basically, I'm gonna try and narrow it down because, like I said, I'm having a real issue to try and explain this, so again, link down there. But basically what seems to be happening is Shin was getting the more pride, getting the more love by his father, and sadly Carla basically never got any attention or any fate, and maybe that's why he decided that at the end he's gonna kill father. But the reason for killing his father was again with this whole war that they had between the two first bloodlines, and boom, attack. And that's what happened, and my god, that was the most interesting story which I have read. Hopefully you guys could understand what I was trying to say, but my god, that was... I also just want to put in here, because Shin is also a founder, he is also able to transform into things, and that is why he is able to transform into such things like a bat, a snake, and also a wolf. But he prefers to use his wolf form as it gives him more power and strength. So let's go on to Shin's trait. So he absolutely loves nuts. He prefers to be in his wolf form to get baths and belly rubs and things like that. He enjoys humiliating Yui by making her lick his boot. What? Apparently he also knows how to play basketball as well, which was mentioned in one of the Diabolik Lover games, aka Lunatic Parade. So there you go. That was the history of Shin. Did you guys enjoy it? I hope you did. Next week is Carla, so look forward to that. Maybe we'll find out more about his side of the story. Who knows? Like I said, if you want to read it for yourself, down there, go support them. Thank you. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, but also I hope you have all had a fantastic Wednesday, a good day. Hope you're having a good day, whatever you do in the world. Remember to like this video if you like the history of Diabolik Lovers. Like I've said in previous videos, I do have a playlist of that on my channel, so please make sure to go check it out down below. I will have the playlist in my description for you if you want to check out all the other boy. Anyway, I'm going to end this video off here so it's not a ramble face for much longer. Thank you guys so much for watching another video on the channel, and remember guys, don't be scared to be a different. Bye!